is there a special routine that you do that gets you motivated? I mean, because I know sometimes a lot of people out there, they're like, no, I don't want to. Maybe I should rest for today or something like that. You know, is there something that inspires you to actually go into the gym and say, you know what, I'm going to get it today?
Me myself personally,
Mhm.
or what in general
Oh,
to
well, I mean,
people,
in
or
general, or
in
I mean,
general
in
to
general,
people.
also for you, I mean, what motivates you? Maybe somewhere down the line, somebody that's watching can say, you know what, I'm going to use this as a motivation to actually inspire me to go into the gym and stuff like that.
You know, man, and being as a trainer for so long, you do run into a lot of people that I've trained that don't have that. It's something you really can't teach and can't coach. You can be as motivating as possible with people. You can inspire them. You can, talk to them every day, try to get them into the gym. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to you and you alone.
Yeah.
Do you really want this? Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to live longer? Do you want to look better, feel better? And not for anybody else. It's just for yourself. I think you got to find the reason as to why you want this. And I think ultimately the biggest reason or the biggest motivation can only be you and yourself. You know, yes, you want to be better for your family, live longer for your family. Like some of my clients, they just want to be able to dance with their granddaughter at their wedding when they're older. That type of thing. So you just got to find that want. What, why? Find your why. Why do you want to do this? And it's got to be for you. So. And that's what it was for me personally. It's like, I can't live this way the rest of my life. I need to do something. I need to feel better, feel great, look better. And in the process now, it's allowed me to inspire other people to do the same thing.
This is Talk the Talk, Season 9. I'm your host, Jose Olmeda, along with Daniel Castañeda. And our special guest today is Antonio Diaz Jr. I
How
would
you
call
doing?
him I would call him Tony back in high school. All the time. All the time. Yeah, I knew this guy in high school. Good friend. Very good friend.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you for being on the show, Tony.
of course, man. No problem. Of course. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
What inspired you to be a fitness trainer? Um, was it something that you wanted to do when you were a little kid to till now, or
Man, it's a funny story. So I was a store manager at a shoe place called Journeys. I don't know if y'all heard that store at the mall,
yeah?
right?
I saw you there one time, man. I bought some
Right.
shoes there. I remember seeing you
So
there. Yeah.
I was in the retail for a while, and I was managing the store in Harlingen at the mall.
Wow.
So now I started living a type of lifestyle where if I would take, lunch breaks and stuff, I go sit at a bar, have a drink, eat, go back to work all day, eat bad, order bad food for my staff. And that was the lifestyle. And then I became very just tired. I felt like I was in my late late 20s, maybe early 30, 29. And man, your body starts to tell you, hey man, like what's going on? Like something's got to give. You don't feel that good. So one day I was walking around in the mall, and in that mall they have a Gold's Gym. And so I went in just to try to get a shake, and they offered me a 7-day pass. So I said, why not? I do have a small background. We used to work out back in high school, a little bit through, college and stuff. Um, so I started working out again. And just one day after another, I started eating better. I started working out. Then all of a sudden, people started asking me in the gym, hey, are you a trainer? Hey, can you help me with this? I started helping people here and there.
Wow.
All of a sudden, it's like I found passion in that. I was like, spoke to my wife. I was like, I gotta change. I'm gonna go study, be a trainer. So I did. I went back to bartending for a little while I studied to be a trainer. Was fortunate enough to submit an application to Gold's Gym, got hired, and within the first year got promoted to a manager. And just this life changing, man. I think the lifestyle just is what got me. Helping people, helping people change their lifestyle, live healthier, be better. and in changing my life, of course, too. Like, I feel way better. I'm 39 years old, and a lot of people are like, man, you don't look 39. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, maybe it's the gym, maybe it's all the healthy food I eat, maybe it's because I stay in shape all the time. You know, I can't go a day without, you know, getting a workout session in. I feel kind of guilty if I don't get one in sometimes. So, but yeah, that's where I found passion in helping people do what I did. Change your lifestyle, live better, live longer, live for your kids, live for your family. And at the end of the day, I don't want to be old where people have to take care of me, you know, and start taking me around, taking me to the restroom. Like, you know, when that day comes, hopefully I'm 100 years old and I'm done, you know. So I love helping people. Ultimately, that's what it became about, and it became a passion of mine. And I've helped a lot of people in the last 7 years, and it feels good. It feels good.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I can relate to what you're saying about helping people, because that's the whole reason I became a physical therapist assistant. I love that. That's one of my main things. I mean, I'm passionate about it because it's all about seeing that change, seeing them being able to, you know, there's different cases, but for instance, you know, for having a baby or an infant to start walking, and then, you know, having their balance and being able to do so many things, it's an amazing experience, you know. So that's awesome. Do you have any particular stories, or like at least one example of somebody you, I mean, maybe you don't have to give the name, but maybe just kind of talk about how you helped a particular person get from point A to point B, or, you know, change his life around?
I have a lot of stories to tell.
Just
I
if you can
guess
just, yeah.
the most important ones are the guys that have had health problems. You know,
All right.
there's a guy that came to me a few years back, and he was overweight, and he has a heart defibrillator or one of those monitors or something.
Yeah.
He was on a ton of medications. Doctors even, you know, were against him going to the gym. So he joined the gym. I helped him out. I trained him, got him on some meal plans, got him a regimen, a good workout plan, just something easy. You know, he wasn't at that good a shape right away. And of course, we had to monitor his heart rate. So just a little bit at a time. He first came in, he dropped about 60 pounds in the first year. We did a challenge that we usually have here every year, a 12-week challenge. Helped him again, he dropped another 40 pounds. We just finishing this week our last 8-week challenge, and he just lost another 27 pounds. The man is completely different. He's like, Tony, I'm off of all of my medications.
Wow.
The doctor took me off of everything. In the best shape of my life. He's 57 years old.
Wow.
And to see his change, to see his body change, and not just that, his health for the better, you know, to come off all those medications, you know, they get you on so many things now you're taking, and it's a big effect on your body. So
Yeah.
to be able to use exercise as medicine is one of the biggest things that I'm grateful for in this business, to help somebody like that. That's just one of the stories with that man. But I've helped a number of people with things like that. And it's all through exercise. It's just the habit, the consistency, you know, eat right, work out every day, stay active, and you're going to see changes, and your body's going to reward you for that.
Fascinating story, man. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure all the doctors hate you right now. I mean, because they're losing all that money now from giving them all those pills.
Yeah.
Where are you the trainer, the head PT trainer for Gold's Gym? Wait, which gym is that in particular, or is it different gyms?
Mcallen. We're in Mcallen off of Dove. You know where Dove is, between Bicentennial and 10th.
Yeah. Is that the one? That's the one with the basketball court, right?
Yeah, I'm with the basketball court, swimming pool. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mentioned to. We had a guest last week. Her name's Cindy Buezo.
Okay.
Well, she works with you guys. Like, she does. She's the owner of Hess Models, and they have like fashion shows. They have a bunch of different.
I've heard with them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mentioned you. I mentioned your name to her too, and I was like, you know, like, because I know she works with Gold's Gym, so maybe we somewhere down the line we can maybe have you guys meet and work together or something, you know, like.
Oh, Great. That sounds great. I'd love to collab with anybody, in the fitness industry. Definitely be
Awesome,
great.
man. I work out too, but Daniel's,
It,
I think
you
Daniel's more of like the strength. Like he does more weights. Like I just barely started getting into like more of a consistent workout. And I've been doing it for 2 weeks and I've been feeling great. But I think Daniel's more of like, cause I've seen from Facebook, he tends to like lift more weights and do more strengthening stuff. So I think you guys have that more in common, judging from your pictures and stuff.
Well, weight training or weightlifting actually burns more fat than just your traditional cardio or diet. A lot of people have a big misconception of weight training, especially women. They think they're going to build like a man, big shoulders, big chest, things like that, but they're not. They're actually going to tone up their body. They're going to burn off those little layers of fat surrounding the muscle, and that muscle is going to come and pop out a little bit more and make you look leaner and more as a woman, have that good figure. So it's it. Weight training is very essential. It's like the foundation of a workout program.
That's awesome.
is there do you prefer weight training more than cardio, or is it like an equal balance as far as?
Yeah, it's got to be balanced. In my opinion, in my experience, you have to have that right balance of cardio mixed with weight training and your nutrition. Those three components, if you can lock those down on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, within at least 12 weeks, you're going to see great results.
Tony, you've been competing, right? Like,
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit about that and how your experience has been doing that?
Oh man, it was a great experience, man. I'm naturally a very competitive person. I think I like to win. I like to be on top, and so doing this competition, for one, was very strenuous. I mean, you talk about, okay, you got to eat right, you got to do cardio, you got to do this, but this is to another degree, another level. It's just consistently eating 6 meals a day, consistently doing cardio 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, training for an hour and a half a day, never missing a day, never missing a meal, never touching anything bad food wise, and the pressures of leading up to the show weeks out, it's very, it's challenging, and I like a challenge. So I said, you know what, got to step on stage. Everybody's always asked me, hey, do you compete, or do you plan to compete, or you should compete? And I was like, why don't I compete? Like, let's do it. Okay. And I did it. I had a blast. I came out 6th in open. I don't know if you know what open is. And then I came out 2nd in masters being 35 and up, because I was already 38 last year.
Dang, man.
So I qualified national. So basically I'm qualified this whole year to get a pro card. So if I place first or second in one of these shows this year, I'll become a professional bodybuilder in a sense. So in that aspect, so that's the goal now this year. Last year was just like, let me try it out. Let me check off the bucket list. I competed, and then all of a sudden I found that, for one, I don't like second place. So, I kind of left me like, I got to do this again. You got to try to win now. So, and now I just want to get that pro card too, because now I want to get into more of the competitive bodybuilding aspect as a coach. I got a lot of younger members that come here that say, hey, will you coach me? Help me compete. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that. I barely competed once, but let me get this pro card. Let me get this on my resume, and show that, hey, I've done it, so that people know, well, he's done it, so I know he can help me get there as well. But it's very, very challenging. You really have to become very selfish. It's kind of crazy. You have to really, birthday parties, your family events and stuff. It's like, either I'm not going to go, or I'm just going to be there for a minute, and I'm not going to eat, and I'm not going to drink, and you become pretty boring, and your wife gets mad at you. Everybody's like, you're just bad. Like, and your mentality is like, I have to do this. I'm sorry. So you need a good supporting system around you too, to be able to do it. But in the end, great experience. I'm just aching to get back on stage again, perfecting the posing, and just showing, those judges again, like, hey, look, I'm back again. I look better. Look at my physique this time. I deserve to win. and it's just exciting. It's exciting. I love it. I'm gonna do it again this year. So I haven't decided which show yet, but it's time to do it again. So.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Sounds good. Awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of boring. I mean, when I started the keto diet, I think like 2-3 years ago. I mean, it was pretty bad. Everybody was hating me because I could only eat certain things. I couldn't eat no carbs. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go with you guys and eat. You know?
Yeah, that
But I
keto
mean,
diet's something else, man. It's hard, man.
yeah,
Your brain feeds off carbs, and sugars. It's hard to adjust to it, but once you do find the results. And I'm not against any diet, whatever's going to help you, get you your goals, do it. And I'm not against any supplements at all. I think they're all the same. You can do Herbalife, Advocare, things like that. They're all doing the same thing in a sense. They're replacing kind of like meals for shakes, or basically you're on a caloric deficit. So you're eating less than what your body needs to sustain its weight. All the while, these supplements are nutrients, minerals, vitamins that your body needs because you're not eating enough food to support it. That's why you need multivitamins. That's why you need things like protein powders, and BCAAs, and all that stuff. So, but ultimately, it's whatever works for that individual. And if they have the means for it, they have a financial means for it, then do it. If it's going to help you, if it's going to motivate you, do it.
Awesome, man. Tony, and I just got to tell you, man, dude, you look fantastic, bro. Like you
man. Thank you.
You seriously do, man. From your pictures and stuff. I mean, I remember from high school, it's like a complete like transformation, man. Like you just got like you got super built, super muscular. I mean, it must feel great. Have you ever talked to, cause I have a couple other friends, I'm sure you know them as well. Have you ever talked to Isaac Medina or Anthony? I think it's Anthony Moreno, I think is the one.
Oh,
from the
yeah,
twins,
yeah. I remember
from the
Anthony,
twins that are, yeah. Have you seen how
Anthony used to
they're
come here.
also,
He used to come here a while back, but I guess he's off working and stuff again. But Anthony was very big in CrossFit. But yeah, I keep in touch with guys like that. Isaac, not so much. But everybody's they'll tell you kind of the same thing. It's something that they can't live without. It's a lifestyle that they want to live. And working out is a regimen. It's their medicine. It's therapy.
I agree. And it's funny, man, you know how you brought up the keto diet. My wife, she's been doing a diet for a while now, and she's been doing fantastic, like super good. I feel bad, man, because sometimes I'll see her and I want to offer her like a tortilla or something because, and I know that's wrong. I know that's bad. Believe me, she's told me herself, but so we've had that talk, but no, I just feel like it's because before that we would always eat the same stuff. We would have sushi every Friday. We would have like tacos, Taco Tuesday, so, like we both had it. But no, I'm super proud of her though. I'm super proud of her because she's been doing great and she's been looking amazing. And of course, I'm glad that she's healthier and everything. But I was just gonna throw in there, it's for me, man. Like after I get out of work, the first thing I'm craving, the very, very first thing that's on my mind is chocolate. It's. I mean, I think I would have a hard time going on a diet, man.
Yeah. Maybe going into it first off, you probably have to cut the chocolate out for a little while. Yeah. It'd be tough.
Leave the rocky road. Yeah. Leave the rocky road behind.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong, man. I love sweets, man. I'm a sweets guy. Oh, it's terrible. I'm a sweets guy. I can just on a random night just go cookied out and ice creamed out, and I'm good to go, man. So,
and do you have those kind of things? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, do you have any like what they call the cheat days?
Right. It's certainly, if you're on a program, it's technically only supposed to be like a cheat meal, just one.
Okay.
And don't overdo it. Don't indulge. Don't eat a whole box of pizza. Eat like 2 slices.
Got you.
It's actually good for the body in a sense too, because you're so stuck in this hardcore diet that your body does need that little release, little relax. Sometimes they call it a refeed, especially if you're like low carb. You're low carb for a week, 2 weeks. All of a sudden, if you just spike up your carbs on one meal, your body's going to reward you. It's just going to tighten up. It's going to absorb those carbs and it's not going to store them as fat. It's going to work better for you. So yeah, your body does need those breaks. On a regular basis myself, yeah. I mean, when it comes to the weekend, I'll do, we'll get a burger or we'll go out to eat, with the family or whatever, and I'll have me something good, but I still try to keep it like, okay, that's it. That's the only thing I'm going to eat. There's nothing else. Like, don't get nothing else. Don't get no desserts,
Tony, and if anybody wants to reach you or contact you because they're interested in working out or working with you or having you train them, what's the best way they could reach you? Or
well, you can call here to the gym. The number is 956-630-GOLD. Just ask for Tony, the PT director. Or you can reach me at my email. My email is antonio@goldsgymtx.com. And I'll answer those emails, as soon as I can. Or just come into the gym, anybody's welcome to come into the gym, check it out. They'll get a tour. They can meet with me as far as training. I'll give them a free assessment. We'll do a weigh-in, a body scan, see where they're at, see what body fat they have, muscle mass, all that good stuff. And I'll pretty much just coach them into what they need to do, without having to sign up for training or anything like that unless they want to. But I'm still going to help regardless of, try to get them on the right foot. So come into the gym, email me, call the gym. If you want, I can leave my actual cell phone number. I don't mind either.
I don't mind as long as you don't mind. I can put it up there. I'm going to put everything up.
Yeah, it's 956-219-4635. That is my personal cell number. Anybody can reach out to me, text me. If I don't respond right away, I'll get back as soon as I can. No worries.
All right. Is there anything else you're doing? Is there another form of job that you're doing? Anything else you like to do?
Yeah, I recently started a part-time position with a financial company. It's called World Financial Group. Again, the whole purpose of that is to help people. There's a lot of people out there don't understand about what an index universal life insurance policy is. A lot of people think about life insurance. You think, well, it's just something that when I die, and that's the coverage you get, or that's the amount that you get for what you invested in a life insurance. But a lot of people don't know about this, and I'm still learning about it myself. And it hit me in a way a few months ago when I spoke to my mom. She lives in San Antonio, and there's a lot of people like this. A lot of people go into retirement and they're retired age 65 or whatnot. And yeah, they got their 401ks. They might have their pension plans from their job or whatever it is. And I'm not against 401ks. 401ks, IRAs are all good. They're good investments. But the thing about those is that they work through stocks, of course, so it goes up and down. So you don't know, by the time you retire, if that stock's going to be down or up. More likely it'd be kind of down. So once you retire and you pull that money out, the second thing that happens is that's going to get taxed. And it's going to tax a number by the IRS, whatever number they want. And I think we can all agree, right, that taxes don't seem to go down, right? They're probably only going to get higher every year, right? So
right.
Looking at my mom, she had to early retire. She's worked for the government for the last 30 years. She has to early retire at 58. She's 58, super young. She wasn't supposed to retire until 64, I think. So to hear that my mom has to retire early because of she developed this leg tremor in her leg, so it's caused her not to be able to work anymore. There's no cure for that. There's no reason as how that even what causes it, but in the end, all I know is that she has to early retire, and she's been living a great life, nice house, nice cars all the time, always had money, always doing well, good savings, things like she has money saved and all that. So I'm not saying she's in a bad position, but she could have been in a way better position if we had known about these things, earlier. Now that I know about it, now I invested in that too. And now I'm trying to secure my retirement for myself, my kids, my family, my future. To hear that my mom is going to have to live off $1,100 a month for retirement, that's just insane. I mean, who can live off $1,100 a month? That's why a lot of people that retire end up with part-time jobs, because their 401k is nothing. Their retirement plans are nothing, even the wealthiest of people. So with this thing that I'm learning about, is index IUL. It does work through the stocks, right? So it can go down. But the thing is, with this program is there's no floor level. There's no zero. You don't lose. So if you gain, it goes up, right? Your gains stay locked. If the market drops, your gains stay locked. You don't lose. You're like, wow, that's awesome. Well, how does that work? Like, how is that possible? Well, they cap you at 15% gains. So let's just say the market goes up 20%. You're going to get only 15%, right? The rest of the 5% goes to the company. That's how they make their livings, you know? So wouldn't you rather have guaranteed money at the end of your retirement versus having to lose money up and down? Look what happened in 2008, right? We went through a drop in the economy, right? People lost, I think it was like, I forget the percentage, but let's just say you had 100,000 in 401k in 2008, the market dropped. You ended up with like 30,000 at the end of that drop. And it took 8 years to recover from that. While everybody else that was on this IUL kept increasing with no losses. You know?
Yeah, that makes a big
one of the
difference.
biggest things you can't buy back. You can't buy back time.
No,
You know?
No.
So I'd rather have a guaranteed accumulation of money going into when I retire. And the other two best things about this that I like is that it's non-taxed because it is your money. You earned your money, you earn a paycheck, it gets taxed, right?
Right.
So you can't tax it twice. The IRS can't touch that money. That's cash value. It's your cash, right? So they can't tax it again when you pull it out. The second thing is it's accessible money at any time. I work in a gym and I work for a company that does not have 401ks. They don't have pension plans for me. They don't have all that good stuff. If I hurt myself one day really bad, and I hurt my back and I can't work, what does that put my wife in the position of? You know, I no longer have an income. How are we going to live? You know, she works too, but we're not going to survive just off her. It's going to put a lot of pressure. Right. So let's just say I would get hurt. I can pull money out of this life insurance and use it for medical, use it for bills, use it for whatever until maybe I'm able to recover or find something else. Mm-hmm. That's the things that I liked about that is that you never lose. You can pull money when you need to. And it keeps growing at a rate of 15% each time it increases. So it's just like, it's a no-brainer. I'm trying to set my future up for myself, my wife, my kids, and their kids, you know? Definitely. So hopefully by the time I'm 65, you know, I should have close to about $2 million in that, you know, just letting it grow if I don't have to pull anything out. So that sounds good. It's a lot. I'm still learning, like I said. Right. But ideally, this helps people that don't know about this.
So Tony, I know you said you were thinking about doing the next competition. Are you still thinking about which one, or do you know which one you're going to be competing at next?
The one I like is July 9th. So right now we're about 16 weeks out from that show. So I'm very close right now to deciding whether in the next week, because I want to give myself 12 to 15 weeks on prep. We're about 16 weeks out, so I'd have to make that decision here pretty soon. So I'm just kind of checking on things as far as scheduling and upcoming events and whatnot, because once I get on prep, like I want to just commit to that. So I don't want to have any other type of distractions, you know. So I'm debating right now, but that's the show I want to shoot for first. It's in Austin. It's called the Republic of Texas Pro Championship, which is the same show I did last year in Austin, Texas. So if not that show, then I'm going to compete somewhere closer to November and December at the end of the year.
Nice. All right, cool, man. Any last message you want to leave for the audience? Any?
You know what? If you have a goal and you want to live healthier, you want to get better, you want to look better, you know, make that choice, make that commitment. My biggest thing is hire a coach, hire a trainer, that get somebody who's knowledgeable and they can work you through that plan. They can hold you accountable. You know, sometimes you think, I don't want to go to the gym today. But if you have a scheduled appointment with a trainer and you're paying for it, then you're probably going to go, you know? So find yourself a good gym. If you can't, you know, get some stuff at home. There's ways to do it at home. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a humbling experience, a life-changing experience. when you're able to change your body in a way and lose the weight. So, just, I guess my biggest message is go for it, go do it, go after it. I mean, hey, we're not gonna live that long, so now's the time, make that decision.